NSC boss so no me catch them say just you ho just Mustafa Gbande wa kan ho bio na Mustafa be kan first one me support to so e wo ma akra de so twa do to kakra na say o de bia ba so tie nkrofo anya sem keto me nim say watete say NDC for be so mafia na de a was masa say my madwin say mu be executive na mbeko position no so hwe mu be jira se du nketia so mu nim ne mu kekeka ese du nketia no no na hold mama na voter no unu ne ma kwaso apa is ni apa west ese du nketia na edi se adwuma no mu kama no ntum ene ese du nketia ese du nketia na national chairman na ye party a position mu odu enya kwa bia na edi munya na mukano say oh ebra NDC the council of elders they let ba no Mustafa Gbande ntia ne nsam okekenti na council of elders they let ne ba no wa start monitor mama ye tracker Bawumia tracker ni bo ma ye bi mp bi a wodi nsam woni bi mo frɛ no hwe o say NDC party no discipline bo wi no kan se munnim se mu beto aba abeyi onu Mustafa Gbande so kasa mboko position mboko position ai mini pay Muslim hu national election no mesrew so be subscribe mo subscribe no click bell notification me the video be atuma obe hu na watimi ahwebu we you have a comment feel free leave that comment in the comment section mesrew so be ko Goldberry construction limited na na pesos no sasen kratasem the documentations related to your house in the Goldberry ebedi age man nyina e de amount we your brempoma ho addiction related to trauma related to jet care ko brempoma ho obehwew na bibia aye kama e de amount now MPP dia aba say NDC functional war me up Mustafa Gbande no Umaru Sanda enzam TBA.
The reorganization that is ongoing as far as the election is concerned is not our priority because we are in government and people have worked and sacrificed. I think that largely the question is not the strength of the executive that we have. I think that we from the branch to constituency everybody did very well. And so most of them, by the virtue that they did well, know they will win or they will lose. But apart from the election, there are other things that have to be done. And so we have decided that those in government are doing so well. Let them be in government. We'll move to undertake a hybrid operation as far as reorganizing the party is concerned, to position the party for the upcoming national elections. We will not wait. Any day that it's time for a flag bearer and we decide on who becomes the leader of the party, the person can follow suit. The party will only have to be attractive to accommodate a popular or a best flag bearer.
It's either you're not getting my question or avoiding it. So I'll try and...
Which is your question?
I'll try and put it again. The connection between the party and the government, how solid it is it?
I think that I've vehemently spoken about these things before.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. What's the update now? After you spoke.
Well, it's not for me.
Would you say that you are seeing a bridging of the gap?
I have not done that assessment.
Are appointees visiting the constituencies, taking care of party members?
I wouldn't know everything, but I'm just saying that when we hit the road, we'll be able to know where the potholes are. And then we are expected to patch those potholes to deliver our mandate for the party.
The non-appointment of party members has been a problem for you in the government.
Listen, the regional ministers, for the first time, all of them have been basically regional chairmen and regional secretaries.
Except Greater Accra.
Except Greater Accra, who is an MP. DCs, most of them were appointed basically at the strength of the national chairman and the general secretary. Plus, the president set up a committee, but I think Dr. Valerie Sawyer alone, and the parliament also nominated one person or so, and then the rest of the people are party people who, the national chairman himself chaired the version of DCs, and basically their recommendation was what,
So party was involved
so
in that.
party was very, very much involved.
But there are still a lot of people who wanted to be appointed who have not been appointed, even at the national level.
No government can ever appoint all party people. But the problem has not been the number of party people appointed or the number of party people who are now appointed. I have always said, and I'll say this, mutual respect is a fundamental determinant of the strength of political parties. And that we must be necessarily each other's keeper. We must be seen complementing each other. We must be seen working towards a common purpose. But if that is not happening, then people become so entrenched. And everybody have a stake, and I've said so before, that each and everyone have a stake in this government and this party. Everyone can stand anywhere and say, I made this party to come to power. Because the person sees himself as his contribution. And so what makes everybody comfortable is when there is security of relationship. But if you then believe that I've been made a minister and I'm more comfortably appointing my lecturer into a position than my brother, a party member, the fact that that happens is not a problem. Not realizing that is wrong is disrespect. And then people become entrenched. For me, that is the problem. And so, can government run minus these problems? No. It will always exist. But like I said, parties don't lose. Parties are the ones that lose and win elections. And those of us who are party officers, the party people believed in us and elected us to do a certain job. At all times, I would want to be seen as a party officer, and I would undertake my responsibility. So we are going to move. We're not going to wait for anybody or any whistle to make the party attractive. At any point in time,
your chairman is already moving. He's trying to make your party attractive by going on a thank you tour.
He wasn't making the party attractive. He was solving a problem. And the position of national chairman is not a mean position. The national chairman have all the time been an integral part of this process, a very key figure whose contribution determined our victory. He has the capacity and authority to undertake certain exercises. But as said, if you want to look at the correctness or incorrectness of what people do, you may not be able to run political entities. And so we would have these imperfections, we'll have these shortfalls. But at the end of the day, there is a commandeering spirit that we must move forward.
There was a seeming rift in what the chairman was doing. There are people, observers, who thought he was launching his presidential bid. We heard the comments that he made about the replacement of front bench leaders of your party in parliament. We've also heard the counter response about the other thank you tour.
Yeah.
At the time you said that there was going to be a meeting to deal with that matter. Has the party at the national level, including the president, tried to bring some unity of a sort between what we seem to be like cracks?
You see, when I speak, most people who don't know and don't understand the role that I play believe that, oh, you could have said certain things in-house. You know, I have been, as a deputy general secretary in charge of operations, I've been very skeptical about indiscipline and disorder in the party since I was elected. And one of the reasons that checkmate us in opposition was to look at persons who are falling off track and bringing them on track, so that there is some seemingly force of which everyone is working towards, you know, a common purpose. Now, after that interview, many people believe that it was right. There were others that who don't understand, they don't even know party work, believe that, some even were planning to get rid of me. And I said, well, by the end of the day, the Council of Elders met, they've issued an instruction. Everybody must tie their horses because the party is bigger than everybody's ambition. We are not there yet. We've left that decision for the president, who is the leader, the national chairman, the general secretary, and the Council of Elders. That is their duty, to unite this party. If they don't do it, then they are the ones who have failed us. But at my level, some of the things we see are not happening at a constituency or a member of parliament misbehaving. And they can attest to the fact that in the 3 years of our process, you dare not fall out of order. We have systems that check everybody's behavior, that we can quickly call in and deal with it. But when somebody above my rank is misbehaving, it doesn't take me to do that. And I thank God that after the Council of Elders spoke, I've checked and I'm still monitoring. There have been some sanity. There have been some relative stability. I'm watching that. But like I said, one cannot ridicule the national chairman. No. The national chairman's store was of a huge benefit to the party.
Really? Not for himself?
No. Today the president is in Volta region. Is it not? Thank you, Tor.
Mm-hmm.
He's the leader of the party.
He's the one who was elected.
Did he campaign alone?
No.
Exactly. So, but I'm saying that it is not for me to put the party together. It's for the elders to put themselves together and lead us.
You are a child.
Yes. So when we are caught up in confusion where our elders are not seemingly giving us that hope that they are together, that's a problem. And so,
but now you see that some hope is coming.
Whether there is hope or not, it is not in our interest to keep this party attractive and strong. And so as long as some of us exist, we have always played this role. We are moving ahead to go and get the party attractive. We are the rank and file that are disgruntled, whether they are happy or they are not happy. I'm not concerned about a person who is appointed, whether you are frustrated or not frustrated. I am more concerned about somebody who feels that I have worked for the party and that I haven't gotten anything. They are my priority as a party officer. Number two, there are persons who have contributed in kind, in cash, to support this party. In fact, it was after election we got to know that certain people have even taken resources on behalf of the party that we didn't know. But all of that is a responsibility of the party. We owe those people a duty of appreciation to let them understand that their effort is not in vain. It only have to take few people to work hard, create opportunities for those opportunities to come down to every single Ghanaian, including our people. Without same, you cannot have anything to share. And so that cycle happening, I think that the right thing to do is to move the vehicle forward. Everyone that has a good intention will follow. Like I said, elections are very close. We are in power. There are many things that are running concurrently. We must see to it that the party machinery is busy. And so we are going to move.
Now, we were talking about the NPP earlier. They have elected a flag bearer. They seem to have dealt with that, but they still have internal issues to deal with. Yeah. We've seen the matters coming up. You also have your own internal elections coming up, national officers elections. We have already seen about 5 or 6 people interested in running for chairman. Can you survive after this contest?
When it comes to issues of national leadership and constituency leadership, I've always held a view that where we are in government, we are in a very strange situation. We are not like the NPP where they've done 8 years and wanting to break the 8. We are 2 years in government. One, we have to let people who have sacrificed be seen to have been appreciated. Because really, it hasn't been easy to win the 2024 election. And so if the spirit is that let us chase people out, probably because we disagree with them, then we are running ourselves into opposition. 2, we need to have experienced hands, people who are familiar with that particular type of machinery we have run, to be able to take instructions and to follow those instructions. Are you going to suddenly say that you need new executives? When are you training them? And so all of those dynamics will play out. Number 3, there are persons who have told, oh, Mustafa, you can be a general secretary. And I've told them I'm not qualified to be a general secretary. Because you know why? Maybe when I'm old. But our party is structured in ranks. At a certain age, you can't be a national chairman or a general secretary. Because, Umar, if you have had to go and summon, say, Harun Adrusu for a meeting, and I'm the general secretary. Am I going to send him a text message and say, Haruna, I want you to report at this place for a meeting? I would have to call him now and call him senior and call him big bro and beg him. Then he will refer you, go and speak to another person and come back to me before you can call a meeting. But you need somebody who have the pedigree, the peer ranking to be able to summon a certain meeting at a certain level. So
you don't think you've reached there yet?
No, I don't think that I reached there. And apart from that, I'm a typical operative. And you need some kind of restraint to be a general secretary. And I think that my general secretary has been one of the best we have, apart from what our national chairman, the foundation, he's left as general secretary. My boss have been, you may not like him. He's a cadre. He has that cadre spirit. That's him. But I think he has exercised a lot of patience and tolerance. If I were general secretary, probably I would have suspended a lot of people.
Such as who?
People within government, I would have suspended a lot.
It means you're not happy with some of your
I've
appointees.
had a conversation with him once to have a minister suspended. My general secretary. And so
you're not happy with some of your appointees?
Obviously, no.
What kind of behavior, attitude?
I'm not going to discuss that. And I'm not supposed to be happy with everybody. But I'm saying that you must examine yourself within the context of feasibility when you have an ambition. So it's not just about putting yourself and say, I want to be national chairman. What the MPP did is to just elect just anybody. And that's why they are in it. You need some kind of reflective leadership, some leadership that resonates with everybody. The person who is your national chairman must have a commandeering spirit that rallies everybody. A general secretary must have the firepower so that when you fire, it resonates.
From the way you are sounding, clearly you want Fifi Kwete retained as general secretary.
Why do I want him out? A general secretary who have won your election, you want him out? That is how party loses election. If you begin to chase out your officers who have done everything to make you will lose election.
We have been told he intends to go to national chairman. Would you support him?
I do not know. I haven't discussed with him on his ambition, but I think that he's been a very great general secretary. I don't agree with him on everything. He knows that, and I know that. He is not my friend. He's my boss. We don't agree on many things, but I think that he's exercised a lot of restraint as far as managing the party is concerned. And you need that kind of a leader who always look at the last resort, who does not take rashy decisions. He will tolerate, and that's how political parties are run. He will see the imperfections being done, and sometimes he will talk about it. Sometimes he will close his eyes about it. But me as an operations person, my eyes are too wide and too open to be close to the seat of general secretary. I'm too young. I'm still bubbling and exuberant, and I need time to go through the experience of life.
So for you, Fifi remains secretary. Is it better? Is your better best? As a better bet, I think.
Do you change a winning team?
Which means, and I also don't want General Mosquito to leave as your national chairman.
Well, look, General Mosquito is the spirit of our party today.
Really?
You like him or not? I would have loved to have the experience of him managing the party for a little bit longer. He is currently the national chairman of the party. You have no reason to question his leadership.
Yes. Obeka first me support me nim ninja so person de bia akra o tie ne de bia o suro obe oni obe bia ye mabrawo o man no atia baako because important that one they agree, but you see some of the points he raised are legitimate. Yes, I don't think that anybody should be allowed to disrespect the Sedin Ketia. It shouldn't be allowed. But the Sedin Ketia must also have cognizance of the fact that when you speak about people in a certain way, people have the right to respond. So that principle, Newton law, when you speak about people in a certain way, the people also have a right to respond. But in response must be decorum. In response must be respect. Because the most important thing I like about Mustafa Gbande is the point he made about the political party. Aban be anywhere election, a political party. Aban be anywhere election, the political party. Nti nan so say no, me hu give you so person comment am kind. How well even a party will govern stems from the political party. if the political party doesn't have good leadership, if the political party is misdirected, if the political party is delusioned, the government will become delusioned. NDC government are relatively 6/10, 5/10. Yeah, they beji gupa na ya da party beji, because the party is the one supposed to whip everybody in line, say that Mahama is the leader. Let's have a tunnel vision. Let's do everywhere for Mahama. Nan say na dwuma na ye ya ma no a obe succeed na no na be so aba ama 2028. One President Akufo-Addo failed in the second term. The reflection is the results. And the reason why it's easy to analyze that we saw the results. Unprecedented. So it tells you that the performance of the government starts from the performance of the party and leadership. Say Mustafa, you know, he's not above election, I always say. But the level field as the Biameka about MPP then must be what? Fair. And man, you say you know, because of Linsembia Wakeka, the Biameka disagree with the person. Have your issues with the person. You don't even need to be friends. Maybe in contrary, some of my colleagues had issues when I went to multimedia friends. I saw the quote, well, who even said it? Was it my Pastor Bishop Dag or Pastor Tabu? Mary, if you say, you don't need to be friends. BJ Darocha. Yes. BJ Darocha. Or say, you don't need to be friends to be in a political party or work together. There's something like that. You don't need to like Mustafa Gbandi, but the because as some now walk and I no cry na say no cry. Remember say they say the as why kasado do akakakra woman kotrego. But don't vote against it because as some now can anya wo there. When he was speaking, I was very happy he was speaking because of signs I've also seen about the government, and some of you were even complaining about it. You get it. Vote against him. Say, oh, we why say why. And in doing that, emboni gumbi, because we nipa or wachita for, that's the word, or supporters. So make the level field, playing field fair, or we are we. So we not because we are from a hotel, we are from Trimuka. See a boom meeting home to our Debbie, many fair. And the next thing I also want to say is that similarly, when the Council of Elders issued the letter, any fair observer. I remember the last time Julius got work. I remember the last time I said get a video by so can be on the tour. What they forwarded to from so a fair observer pan. What muse relatively. Senanka tension is here. Since tension about me say I come from Kakra. And that is something that I always applaud the NDC for. That a saying they have as national chairman. They don't know what they have. And now Henana mi bo ni video no boy say din ketia baso no. Nana cancer boy do ayeboafo. What is some of cafe say din ketia? Yes. And it's not because I have publicly declared I like him. Men cancer me support the president to men cancer. Me say I like his person. Everybody who knows me knows I adore and respect Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But I criticize him, I criticize the economy. That is the distinction you must make. You can like Eugene Osei and not like something I've said. They are two different things. You can but you cannot also because I used not to like you, but I like something you've said. So they are two different things. So I like Esiedun Ketia as a person, what is done. I mean, you cannot talk about Ghana's. I mean, as a student of politics in my early 30s, if I want to be a good analyst, read about people. Esiedun Ketia is certainly one of the people. Peter McMahon. These are people. BJ Darocha. These are people who certainly JJ Rollers because of the certain significance they play in our politics. You can never discount it. Kufuor, I mean, when Kufuor came, you know the potential. So these people, if you want to talk about, for example, Chief of Staff, Julius Mumemu, Hekodum Pienimu, Nana Tudazi. So they are always legends in their own right. What I say. So I like I said, but when Council could be president, and the Maka said president who could hear the problem of NDC, or Mananya national chairman. Now they should make overtures to him. And yesterday, Nana cancer boy for Nana and cancer boy do boy for Kembi. Maka the quiet MP or new Obi or cocaine people once and do another saying Kajano or Bonabasa Sabi no here to say Boache Jaco. San is stitch and any away. It's very, very important. So, yes, we may all disagree. Thank you, Tom. We were born at you. I said, I didn't know you're a good party, no? Thank you, Tom. But I'm a penasel. It's a party in Nkasa. On come. otisi abonten a mimi view no emwa some hu nkro mo hu ayifo no bukurusufo no some na monamfofo no almost gist ho second video no na untumi okay medo betwa make sure so be subscribe mama subscribe no click the notification with the video be atuma obehu no atuma show we you have a comment why not feel free leave that comment in the comment section
egadam boom entokwa no MPP maguso eto aso me de omo kontokwa nko ade da bia me de update ni be bro me nsoma omo so omo party no wen kawe na the only say acting chairman of the MPP chairman Bute ono so be fire back at Nana Nkansa Boadu Agric Nzima hene enra Nana Nkansa Boadu sem be bre no be ka me the update no ebrel e ma chale okasatia Justin Frimpong Kodua o se Justin Frimpong Kodua JFK obepesika no mo mpesa Dr. Bawumia ebedi president anti Dr. Bawumia omra bonte mekasa na ne nkasa emu no wokasa hwe ono hwe wa hwe MPP mpanyifo from na adubu ahen time na Akufo-Addo bisi Dr. Bawumia na as we speak Dr. Bawumia ba kumasi dan wodam ono no dan na ne chama buta afa ne ho anche no o se wa ye bia bo obi ntidie ono no on pensa fuate e wona so nti no o mesere wade abusia wade no o se ne ka mo betena opposition chama bute election no mo nya ne afidja sekire east ho ne enye no wo chena ene ka mo betena opposition forever edu national mama matubi chama bute also job bruta me dey bremo right here on Sekato Show. Make sure you subscribe and turn your bell notification icon video drop here. Once Ebeka feel free to leave your comment in the comment section. Obesha link na foforo anya bi ahwe. Bakaya chairman Dankwa Smith Bute MPP letter mo dey ba bontin say Afidja Secure East any Bantimani I think Adanse Sokwa constituency election on the last weekend on not Nensa Eshekrataras one the sign together with Justin Frimpong Kodua. Now let any bar bontino Anna Mavis Nkansa Board, member of parliament for Afidja Secure East, ne papa, Nana Nkansa Board, one Agric Nzima. He's very powerful in the Ashanti region, especially when it comes to MPP matters. Abusia, any of the council MP at their party say, Omo Biama Tobano Honde and Tobane China. Chama Bute had a strong response about what's a share Abano. Omiama to the party in Mufim. And a come back to no position. Now, I'm going to be a booby. Abusia, one fan and or hidden one channel. Kotie.
Na mo bakro monto. Enti constituency executive we can say ya. E den na national moka.
So yes, we come. It is also ono say ono de what we are. Say what we are woman dey one another time. Ni papa e be yi be so omra me onyina won. Ye papa ye do dia won.
Mo bakra
ya be ha ho. O de ya de just in the port. Me on so no already on chance na. Okay, go back for we are ready for it.
Hey, Chairman, and the assemble no po because the member of parliament, Onumoyam or Bapa, Mavis in Cancer Board, Mavis in Cancer Board, ne papa, I friend in Cancer Board, I can say, even constituency no party officer or no, and Ediama MPP for Moye Mojuma. Now, Omono Mobo party no hoka ewo honum. It is Justin Kodua as a general secretary Bema onsi was oba beto abano. Eno mo fa ne mo kan say.
There is nothing more Canadian. So no na eka. But party them brand no interest. Party them rebellion is also be one party no and there was no very party also there. Any position any emergency. It is also one party office there. Try under the mind is one part. You know, sorry, not to me, but ultimately party office because of the party office are more no. Sir.
Chairman, Obibeka says 7 predators a party be our financiers. Ye won't conform with this cabwa. Uti any interview and no pay on or Casa or Fidifo Froswa or say Dr. Bawumia. One man a story building can say Wukmasha was see ma when a Dr. Bow. The second may back Kaya and body din what to Toby at the man another than Akufo-Addo. Now Osheka or Bow Hono more. Na more and ra Moma Kwakuye meeting say Mochum. Na 7 predators party na you be there.
Or talk and draw MPG.
Oh, there be so the man.
The people want that. The people want that here for man Nanado. And now the people say, "Ever man I Bawumia." On the office of support to Bawumia or the dam of Bawumia to win. One can party for the Empire office. On the Bawumia office, yeah. And yet, as Yako December and run the work a do. Opa for we have to take now the command from Bella. And now the baby, the party name goes on the plane. Now, yeah, the two pieces of the panel, why, one of the way I better.
Chama, I think this is one of the test case at the mouth because the man in question at their political party, no, and you are the acting chair at the political party, no, and the other constituencies and everybody in the political party, and if you what you people can do.
Mammy got in me too.
Me too.
Maybe there will be a rule you. Maybe two of them, no point. In Ghana, even the president was doing the Mother, what a Panoto then, we are more ever much in here.
Chama, Sabi, yes, this will be your papa or how. Now, Dr. Bawumia.
Why, Papa? Papa?
Why, the flag bearer, Papa? Why, the former president, Papa?
I didn't have a problem. One enemy and I was somewhere in the head, not the only problem, your party. What do you about for this house at the moment? Or party of president, but they suppose I'm about problem. I want any minute every hour the man that I buy about or jump a year over the contact before that make up. Well, forget. Saturday, I don't know why or three party again back for the sponsor. Generally, so for my flag bearer BB, that's a good thing. Walk away, but then they can answer walk of my flag bearer BB. Yeah, that means. Yeah, my letters are, you have found my empty. Yeah, the map also, and I also did the name, registered vote wedding. Only a moment letters. It is all come out or a president in car, not community car. You know, today you say a party, no, let us say a party, no, we don't do things like that.
NTCA or Fred Nanado Danko Kufuado. Now a Fred Dr. Bawumia, no almost money party executives in Casa because of Papa or they are you almost said dear Papa on a wish now open or Monya man.
I know your Papa or the Ayo. Now, party will be able to tell party. Party when it is only this one. It is also said, Arakino or Pati Harakina. That's the way we're going to do and your Papa. Papa will be at the other control. What is it? And yet,
now why your papa na say movie na mo pese mo sisi or ye or the opeso or monya man na monya
one time a party na ya man and then what party na catch okay I didn't say I'm talking about ye na monya man and I say because of this here get pop and then the other one like that we talk about it what do we have a feeling in your man and a party is open your man if you don't come on saying pocket and some man after day.
And I say, Biane say Yatua by Neba, Yatua ba, Babian by MP, and Crawford feels say Bian Babiti no more yet, no more to Abama, Muslim Boko, many Biano.
Oh, be there. Now, about the Diana.
And then the abato of finance party no to the standard. What casa no one party of a proposal. Get away this capital drama and water. Now, those was one of the parties. I don't know. The Bible who could be able to say one more guitar. And I'm the one who could be able to say, Abana me to go and now I'm forget about it. Chairman, political party no. Don't push me to that place. Not Martin Yabotre. Political party no. Why not more turn or than I got 2028 about one? Okay, 1 year turn. You got 2 about. Very well. And as I Dr. Sani Panamokotona on the year the flag bearer at the political party, Udumuyan for Dr. Bawumia. Oko Kumasi a papa in a bron sign of West Mudia Mano. And Nippon. The battle, but 2 scenarios. Papa no, Papi for Gajan Governor upon another day. But no one willingly on the man. No, the man or their mommy. And now they are party. Or their money will be able to want to be up now. They also count to me because I know they are. What is it? And your party, dear. What your party? And I was saying, Papa, no penalty, your power without. Let me see who will be. And now, we see what comes to the tsunami. And they are movies on our. Make my good job to say, what is it? Chairman, Abia Kasa Yeka would also move from the party side, you know. Obinti, mama, just 40 seconds. Na me more voice be. Me we are na me no at one so men catchila ni jina so mame. Mr. Opa.
Sorry, I didn't know you guys are all change.
Chairman Pacho de TV mame na fe yemra. Ya botre kakra bi. Ye TV mame na ye yemra sisia. So ye ti de course so de papa na kana fe yemra nkomo no so wadama.
Ikan na me say, papa de make pizza kana boa. Ya me say ma ye nyina no. Bisa temeboa.
Na osu ayi wadi.
Bawumia nya dan kwa na me ma no me boa no. Bisa no Itu ono so e so ba to be kasa. Wan ko fo no pese o mo sa ma no ko poti o ba ko sa ko lu subiem. Ke general secretary for me bobodi. E dia tena de na mosquito e friend de na mosquito. Ha? E dia no nya e. What you ba hu se general na eba no. Why you no na you say near my 40. It's a fool. Obi ko ya de papa. Keka ade ye si ye. Me begin ni pa opa. Ade chi ye no. E ko he say obia wanka. Obia obeye ibia ko tu be bi obi to mo we. Mama ya ko se obia ko bi sa tema na o wi ni ye no. Mama na ku be bia so o hwe se obia bra. Ebi ko obi gane e no poli e no ti kokonu akra na pa kana kwa kopenia ya mami kana e na hospital o ti ati bisa wo se me boa bisa te ko dia himi ya bisa te abana e to ye no kra no eni pa na be to abana obi try yo ni ma ne so be kwa tena o na okofa pete abana wo twem wo ye ba ma on to meto aba wo ye ba ma on ka to ati abana meto aba isa fun kwa ko bi oba bata ano peme pesa me bubefu
Asali ya wa party pemi wa muka so ma twem o ma chincha o ma da tu
papa boy be ma no na meto na wa na be kwa to aba no ena me no kasei ko help party demonstration esi wo wo die mo die pomodia na fro bi o ni mo ko he wọ́n kọ́ni go promo area wọ́n nyinaa kọ́ gẹ́dà ọ̀họ́ sẹ́ kódìá no tẹ́tẹ́ wọ́n mu diẹ bá no so kódìá ne nkọ́fọ́ no mu papa nkọ́fọ́ bi pèsìkà wọ́n bi pa yẹ paati no sáà ni ẹ titiri na akọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá bẹ̀tọ́ ayẹ sẹ́ ọ̀yẹ general secretary yẹni yẹn nkọ́ brẹ̀ ẹ̀sùn àmì kẹ̀kọ́ papa ẹ̀ ní wà yẹrẹ hó ẹ̀ paati ni díẹ̀ na ọmọ ayé ama mi.
Ebia wono party ba ebia mo chairman wo mpe ana ebia mo adwuma bi kura ase da mo msika dada
why emergency na me hie me dey office e ba ne ba nyina me o me dey office tell me dey hie na I sika kanye
nane eno ko se one man Bawumia dan so okuma se for the office
why me na me hie mu ye bia ma no sebi anyone one katata baby o ba o da kura be na efie no ka wan ne e
Hello chairman.
Yes, me too.
Nkomodo dos me ka se me bo a ko eno na e kwa o ka se nanado dan kwa kufu ado wa ma na me bag wa ma ne den no wie na o se mo den na se mo de obeka na de mo ye wo soro ho no na eno meeting no in fact na mani tete ho ba ma hu no mo yamfo kwadwompiani ba bia na
Everything one of the other number can one day.
Yeah, but kwadwompiani ba meeting ni bi.
Maybe we meeting one from back.
There be all your allegations say so no ni ho. Ono se kwadwompiani ba bi.
You be allegation for heaven. Me say I'm far. May come by meeting one from. What do you mean by that? So as a chairman, I'm going to say we ba meeting.
Chairman, nyame na me kan. Nkansa bo adu na all your allegations say. Anyway, mate. Okay, maybe sir.
Ni panel kan ta no say. So oba obi ade bra hu hia so beka. E di wa buza question no ga say ya no ma. Question sa buza ide no ga say ya no bi obo yi no ga say ya no o stay. O ma obi ade bra ni so o ma pe ni bi ade say what can answer ma ade ma na so ka wa.
But still wa beka. Ni na uchi so wa.
Wa ka no ni so buza no question because no ga say ya no. U tie chepu ni ya ka o mu ja question.
Anyways, na woni Justin Kodua ene your friend is saying Afoko mwaka abo musa mo pese mun disqualify chama wuntumi wa abato no mu. According to chama wuntumi. Eye po afoko.
Na afoko wale na yeduma.
Well, I don't know. That is allegation at chama wuntumi so oka.
Ada minimum auto get lenye.
Ada na pese un disqualify no.
Why na aka so better disqualify obi?
Ose wo.
Oh, no, I know man away no because of the big transfer disqualify. It didn't work out as them. Now obi and wa aka so disqualify no. Now we take preoccupied disqualify obi. Who dey go discipline complete. This complete is the man now because they are disqualify no. If you disqualify why then? On wa ga obi do anya hwe ya. Then we go disqualify no. Na me go go me be ya dey na me wo be fine. Be ya dey na me share 5 times.
But what jina ba bia ye meeting say mo be disqualify chama wuntumi.
Fine. O de obi ka sam na atano no kan ti se be o de nam no. Onya ai baza. O de ni na na mo fa ni. Mo ka ba ya bunti asam na mo keka ni.
Na o ti
asam na o keka ni. O pe to inside ko for no against president general secretary. Asam na o kan na o de ti ni. Somebody who lives there, me go contact the idea. Me no go ya wa so that movie o.
Yeah, obo na o kan we say no do din be bata.
Omo no obo akoko. E no obo president general secretary. So we are quite change so if it has to be in the end. Na me wo ha dey.
Na udin wo bo say na buti. Also buti say una dey buti dey.
And no abuti na ma tini.
Okay. Na
abuti na ma.
Chairman meba o. If say regional momoye national no mo wo powers over the regional executives you know so because according to utie dey no kana o say mo ma ne ono
power omo ni power president for the when the power and police station. I then we say ye the power you don't I then they didn't take the report of Fanto about Buddhism. I don't know whether that's one did it on the top and is the prime of our no yen the come.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
What was that to me now? I don't know what money. You can be a Pasumia Amasa, maybe the community to work do the chance of battle.
Na chama buti de ebubo bai party emu badwo de.
Na party one na ga dey move. E move you. Tabi aju bo. Eh, aga do you know. Omo asam na abana na say ya top no wo ma yo mo de no mo do to say wo ma yo mo de.
Oh.
E di anya ho de ya me de e be ya odo, anya odo, me party no aka no waka. I was all bye. Check party there and you na on there da. Para dia ya wo kan no kan to papa so nim pe. But you na we go treat na emfa. O problem because this thing get brought na. We go treat na be say na some na wo kan fa. Emfa be ya. What kind of number be ba? Ya no God.
Me that sorry. Na me ti say national executives dey abase abato no enkoso biem de omoato na engina de na menka nkyere me ho na de na menka nkyere executives no
national executive
me se me da sori na me hu news mo se ye nya nkoto aba ho bi na de omoato na engina de na menka nkyere national executive
national executive be na go take that decision no
asem na me bi sa o chairman
but asem no wa me buta pra
national executives are down. National executives are down because of threatening urban.
Election member, regional elections no.
I'm patching.
Na regional elections ni e be compare ni be omo ko do ze ko to. So to na vote to be someone na ba be dey wo party. So una wo ya ajiban wo go do ba. If you ever told me now, let's go to Muslim, over the Abba. Oh, down, Labradaba. Okay. I got there. You were considered to your last year, year 3 about going to you are. That's a bomb to me. I just need to eat your Kubobia, considered to die 4 or 5 months to me. you will be a drink and now that the no can be. And I'm a cat order, so what's my uncle?
Chama nkomo ho na de ma me fa wonsi ase na yes sabi producer trenti ye nja che so
me da se de papa we bo Ghana
me so me da se de bi efre wa age so
na the party mu a wo se party no e go be the one that say national officer bi aka no only to run over here no
chama obi so chair party o sika obi twa wo party no mo
nobody is bigger than this party who cares sika party no dia no one is good guy.
Unjini se wo kasa kukuduro so se because wo ne chamabute na minimu no se bi mpredu asa unkosre obi unkɔgye obi sika unkɔye obi se
Edi me nyu diga ni judi nka se wo no kyerɛ me oji nka se wo amaka bi akyɛ ba me obi aga se wo no kyerɛ me edi me ni nya already se maka se wo na se ya Nobody is bigger than this party. So far as I'm concerned, even me, I'm here acting chairman, but I'm bigger than the party.
Oh.
So yeah, the end, no, they punish you.
Oh.
I got them.
Now, I don't know, obi a team support to party say now Monsha that man Juma according to him or say even John Mahama President Mahama man Juma Cratch and MP before. I don't know how much I don't know.
I don't know more. I don't know why you can't all around. Someone can have a crowd of support anymore with the security, you know, the map on data. Come on. Yeah.
Anyways, I hope say Justin could be here.
Oh, me I would did me and that is but they would did me. But me so that no one yaga papa.
Very well. My mefa won si now de yen hwe de taya chire se mokoto aba na ye bedi hu nkomo mo ankoto so a me no bedi hu nkomo mesre nyame nkwa tenten de mawo e na ahoden de mawo de me pa de se me hu se yam shao pa me da se
no 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 mo so de na what me ya de ma
mate chama you brutal so chairman Smith
what in wasum entimi da bia me kan afuto da bia me de ma ne say asono mienu nya entokwa a efom ne bre hwe there's a reason tie na nanom panifo bu sa be no asono mienu enya ntokwa asase ne bre nti say no party within the party ntokwa na asimu no hina na ebre the party you have a little over 2 years to canvass support for 2028. Look at what is happening there, BB. Imagine say Justin from Pokurias Babontin. Utie or Hinana Samoka, Nana Samoka na. Or say omo deno, no man ya careful, and somebody Baba Bonte for Justin could be a honor. Somebody. And is it going to end anytime soon? The only problem is that and some Agric Nzima Hinika. Imagine say Kennedy a compre kwa Japan a kaya. Kabana oh yenyi free party no e better why say odi olusu yentia sabi you or him pon and some about nana kan and Kennedy in some can what the difference Kennedy he's always been talking about the fact that boy MP before no more disappointing no the same thing about Panikai. I think somebody must lead to restore calm in the party and chase peace sanya say ni be nyayo because this is the second time and I am worried. Yesterday I think I wrote it on one WhatsApp platform. I'm worried for JFK. The blatant and open disregard for his authority as chief executive officer of the MPP is worrying. It's worrying. Abusia say party ni na kandinia party na yin so on share party this ni ntianeka. If you don't know JFK onon kwa ni ntianeka party ni mo. He is the CEO of the party. But it looks like you don't respect him. As a move to a small boy, share a chassis with Abronye appealing to the neck, refer matter to the discipline committee, or be describing the discipline committee to me a kangaroo committee. Can you imagine? And now, Twaso Agric Nzima. And you see, the thing about some of these things is that one you're careful. Baba yensa na JFK dio or answer or call to what I want to see and be obetwaso And I'm telling you, say, if they don't restore peace and calm in the party, and someone and cancel border becano, you been before fra, or no somebody disregard the authority of JFK. It just a JFK no ni mu ye hare, na see me high. And it's worrying. A hard dream. Say General Secretary of the party, flip the coin, they go to NDC. Fifi. You dare not. Satamane General Mosquito, General Secretary of the NDC. You dare not. The Mekromani fee from Kwabena Japan through to John Bodu. Man, tell me now. Say General Secretary can we know where they are to. Who bondo? Party are taking decision. Say a cancel election. Now Ashanti Regional Chairman won't to me. And also the number to Boma Park so. And I'm a bois delegate in the elected. And Chairman won't to me. My question to you people is that say now open say or more was you into office or more mandating a dimuno. Party is so chum. And the party is bigger than the constituency. The national executives, they take the decision. And so I'm into what becomes of FJ is any band man into office. I think somebody must show leadership. Now they don't try by moi. Ne kweni pa ba ko. You can counsel almost Dr. Bawumia, my enkarasem. He's the flag bearer. Be a cause of party in he must show keen interest because whether good or bad, it affects his image for the 2020 general election. After all, he will be on the ballot paper. And to the Omuye, so the party nature party, it will affect him. The Omuye and the party at the Enkabumba, Neka party, it will affect his fortunes in 2028. So I think somebody must show leader, somebody must lead. Whether we like it or not, whether fortunately or unfortunately, that's how the conversation should be. The leader of the party, the flag bearer, must show interest and make effort to restore calm and peace. Because Obiaka so bona adwen dia chale ebeye hu me de bakama asem kakra bi eti be jade aka na mamo munja mo comment and go comment section mo wi am share link na foforo enya bi.
All right, abusia ya da munyina mo asese mo age brena enenso mo aka ye ho na ye de dwumadie no e de abro aha na de besi bibi nti ja ye ho share da fa ye papa bia so ntumi nyenim enyawe so nyame adom a chi na de ye bompa ye sa hoden ni ba will come back to you with someone esi e wona watwinem from Monday to another day am you ka say and some na esi we politics mu e bebo ne nyina no na nyankopon ya adom a chi na e de ne nyina abro a chi na nyumre nti hwe yenim emibo a chi na nyumre so ye besan so aba wa kwan mu se ne ye ba ye no baby a obi a me da se wa chi bre na wa hwe ye se won subscribe ya any dem na wa subscribe dia ma ye ye da se pa se oni ya tina bepim samre bedin e di ohene ba kwabena kenba ya krao bye bye.